One of the things I love about coaching Koreans is that you're so kind. You care about people, want to make good impressions, and build good relationships at work. That's awesome. However, there are several English phrases Koreans often use that can actually seem rude to native English speakers. In this video, we are going to look at 5 specific phrases to stop saying. I'll explain why these aren't the best things to say and what you should say instead to make a much better impression in the workplace. I've ordered these from least rude to most rude, so as we move through the video, these phrases are going to get worse and worse. Also, if you're not Korean, this will still be helpful. So to my Brazilian, Indian, Japanese subscribers, keep watching. Welcome, friends. If you're new here, my name is Grant, and this channel is all about helping you unlock a career that you love. If that sounds good, feel free to hit subscribe and head on over to LinkedIn. Give me a follow. I would love to connect with you there. Phrase number 1 to avoid is asking people to call you by your English name because your Korean name is too difficult for foreigners to pronounce. You're right. Korean names can be hard for foreigners to say correctly. It's nice that you want to make it easier for us. However, when you emphasize that your name is too difficult for someone to say, it can seem like you think they're kind of dumb, or at least not smart enough to say your name right. Instead, just tell people your English name and let them know that's what they can call you. Great meeting you. I'm Chiwon, but you can call me Sarah. That's my English name. The next phrase to avoid is mostly for your writing. English emails, LinkedIn messages, Slack messages, all of that. It's saying, I'm waiting for, or I will wait for your reply. Having worked with hundreds of Koreans, I know that you're trying to be polite when you add this to your message. You want the other person to know you're excited to be communicating with them. But this phrase has the opposite meaning. It sounds impatient. It sounds like you're telling the other person to hurry up and message back because they're taking too long. So here's what to say instead. Whenever you send this, you are probably setting up some type of future meeting or interaction. In that case, just say you're looking forward to whatever will come next. For example, imagine you just scheduled a consultation meeting with a client and you sent them some questions they should answer before the meeting. Could you message me these answers before we meet? I'll wait for your reply. Sounds a little weird. Could you message me these answers before we meet? Thanks. Looking forward to our consultation. Much better. Phrase number 3 to avoid is telling someone that you expect something or expect them to do something. I often hear expect being used when you're excited or happy something is going to happen. But that is not what expect actually means. Expect only means you think something is likely to happen. For example, make sure you bring an umbrella. It's expected to rain later. This only means rain will probably happen. It is not about whether or not you want the rain to happen. In English, when you tell someone you expect something from them or expect them to do something, it's like you're giving them a command. A boss saying, I expect you to finish this report by Friday, is like saying, you have to finish this report by Friday. So if you say a phrase like this to a native English speaker, it doesn't mean you're excited, it means you're demanding that they do whatever you're saying. Kind of like our earlier example, a much better phrase is just looking forward to, and then whatever you're talking about. I'll see you tomorrow at the conference. Great, I expect that. This is like, yeah, I better see you at the conference. Great, looking forward to it. Much better. Phrase to avoid number 4 is telling someone that you're satisfied with them or satisfied with something they did, especially if they did something that really impressed you or something that you're grateful for. The reason is that saying I'm satisfied is not very strong praise. It sounds like you think something was pretty good or good enough. Maybe you thought it was a 6.5 out of 10. If something really impresses you, it is much better to use words and phrases that show more appreciation. For example, imagine you had a mentoring session with a senior colleague. He was really kind and gave you some great advice. Dear Sam, I was satisfied with our session today. Thank you for your advice. I will follow it. Have a good day. This does not sound like you're very happy or grateful for Sam's help. Hey Sam, just wanted to say thank you so much for our value-filled mentoring session today. Your advice, especially about prioritizing work tasks, was so helpful. I will absolutely be using these tips and am already looking forward to our next session. Very grateful to have you as a mentor. Have a great rest of your week. This sounds a lot friendlier and would make a much better impression on Sam. All right, the final phrase to avoid, this is the worst one of all, is telling people to cheer up. As proof, this is a screenshot from a Facebook group I'm part of. This is all foreigners living in Korea. And there was this giant thread of comments of people from the US and the UK talking about how annoying it is when people tell them to cheer up. So in Korea, cheer up, it often means that you're encouraging or showing support for someone. I got a big interview tomorrow. Cheer up. However, the English definition of cheer up is completely different. Here's what it actually means. To cheer someone up means to change their mood or emotion from being sad or being upset to being happy. It's to improve somebody's emotions. So when you tell someone to cheer up, you're basically saying, stop being sad and be happy instead. If someone isn't sad or upset, it doesn't make any sense to tell them to cheer up. The other person might think, why does everyone keep telling me to cheer up? Do I look really upset right now? However, even if someone is sad or upset, I still wouldn't say cheer up. Telling a sad person to cheer up sounds like you don't think their problem is important. You don't have any empathy for their feelings. They should just be happy because you want them to be. I just lost my job. I don't know what to do. Cheer up. This sounds extremely rude. This sounds like you don't care about the other person's problem at all. So if you remember one tip from this video, please don't tell native English speakers to cheer up. When you want to show support, any of these phrases could work. Best of luck, you can do it, I believe in you, you'll do great. If someone truly is upset, these work a lot better. I'm so sorry, is there anything I can do to help you? All right, friends, that's about all for this video. If this was interesting, we go way deeper in this in my one-to-one coaching. So you won't just improve your English, you'll also improve your performance at work and the relationships you build with the people you work with. Got more information on my website that you are welcome to check out. Either way, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next video.